Tuesday, July 14th. Today I'm going to read you a reflection. It's by Michael Coist, whose prayers I've read to you before, but this is a reflection, and all I'm going to say about it at this point is he was alive and he was writing in the 1960s, and you'll get a flavour of that, but I hope that you'll find something to think about. Listen to this. Ceaseless activity is one of the most ruthless idols of the modern world. We have too much to do, and yet we want to be doing everything. Since we haven't enough time, we rush about frantically, wear ourselves out, and end in a state of nervous collapse or of complete discouragement. We make ourselves unbearable to others because we're overtired, and we shorten our lifespan with all our rushing about. We don't get everything done that we want to, and what we do is only half done. We're failures and we have to do something about it. We need a bit of self-mastery, organisation, and faith to straighten out our lives. We say, I'm completely overwhelmed with work. Don't ever say that. Don't ever let yourself say that. Don't even think it. If you do, you'll end up believing it, and that would be disastrous. The great men of history do 10 times the work that we do, and in 10 times less time. Why? Because they know how to organise their work. They carefully guard their tranquility of mind, or else they are able to regain it in a short time. They put themselves completely into everything they're doing. Don't write, I haven't a minute to call my own. I only have time for a line. I would have liked to, etc. Just write what you have to say without all the blustering. You'll save a lot of time, and you'll also safeguard your peace of mind. Don't say to someone who's come to visit, I can only take a moment. I'd offer you a chair, but... and then keep him standing there for 15 minutes while you do something else. Have them sit down and give him 10 minutes of your time, calmly and quietly. Try to give the impression that you have nothing better to do than spend this time with him. If someone asks you to go out with him, don't start out by protesting that it's absolutely impossible because you're much too busy, etc., etc., because you'll end up by arranging a date with him anyhow. Simply smile and say, I'd love to. And then suggest the first open date you have, even if it's not for some time. If you've been told several times recently, oh, I didn't dare to disturb you the other day. You looked so busy. Then watch out. That's a serious warning signal, because many more have likely come and gone away without bothering to mention the fact. Chances are that they may have needed your help that day. We don't usually confide in someone who's overly busy because it's obvious that he hasn't room for us in his life. He's too busy. If you want to be a brother to one and all, leave the door open for them to enter into your life. You have plenty of time, but you spend your time wasting it. You'll never gain time by trying to do more than one thing at a time. At supper, when you pour the milk, you fill one glass at a time. In your daily affairs, you have to learn to fill each minute at a time. Otherwise, some minutes will overflow while others remain empty. Constantly tell yourself, for this moment, I have only one person to deal with, and that's the one who's right in front of me. I have only one letter to write, the one I'm writing right now. I have only one thing to do, what I'm doing here and now. In this way, you'll be able to work more rapidly, more efficiently, and with a lot less headaches. Sleep and relaxation are not a waste of time. Each of us has different needs in this regard. We have to know ourselves and allot exactly the time necessary for preserving our peace of mind and ability to work. Don't take less than you need, or you'll wear yourself down. Don't take more than you need, or you'll become a glutton for it. Have you a lot of work to do? Offer your sleep or your leisure to the Lord and be at peace. You're not wasting your time. Time is a gift of God, and He will demand of us an exact account of our use of it. But be at peace. God is not an overbearing Father. He doesn't give us a job to do without at the same time giving us the means to accomplish it. We always have time to do what God would have us do. When you don't have enough time to get everything done, stop for a moment and pray. Then place your work before God as you do it. What you can't finish, leave, even if others become insistent and refuse to understand, for God has not given you this work to do. You never have too much work to do. Once you see what God wants you to do, then leave everything else aside and put yourself completely into the task at hand. God is waiting for you here in this very moment, at this very place, and nowhere else. As I said, that was written in the 1960s. What has changed? What do you hear that resonates with you right now? I hope something does. Think about it a while. Now that reading was over 8 minutes long, and therefore I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger. I want you to ponder that reading. What do you agree with? Have you automatically dismissed it because the 1960s were so long ago and He couldn't possibly understand what your life is like now? Or is there something in there that God is still trying to speak into your life? The cliffhanger is this: I'll tell you what I think tomorrow. And it's all based on a bottle of shower gel. See you tomorrow. Bye.